Welcome back, everybody. Krista Kafer is a conservative talk show host from KNUS Radio, and she joins me now. And what a month. This has been a wild month, hasn't it?
It was supposed to settle down. It was supposed to be this, we're just thinking about Christmas, we're kind of, maybe unifying a little bit, and it just got crazier.
What are you seeing from President-elect Trump? I know,
Yeah.
I know you were not a big fan of his. Is he looking presidential enough?
Fewer tweets, I think that's good, a little more discipline. It is possible he could rise to the circumstances. I like some of his appointments. I think that the victory tour was a nice thing for his supporters. It could work out. We'll see.
President Trump, how do you see how he's handling this transition period?
I think he's trying to rise to the circumstances. I really do. I guess I've been both critical and supportive of some things that he's done. I think it was, for him to dismiss the hacking reports, I think was the wrong thing to do. But it seems to me that he's coming around on that and realizing that regardless of the outcome of the election, these hacking reports are very, very serious. You've got a foreign power hacking into private emails of private Americans associations, say the DNC. We can't have that. And so when he becomes president, he needs to do something about the hacking.
But Donald Trump has said very little about the hacking issue and seems to have a cozy relationship with Russia. Is that going to be a problem in this administration?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Tillerson's, the appointment process, the hearings, because I'd like to see how the Secretary of State answers the charge that he's simply too cozy with Russia. As an oil and gas man, he has cultivated that relationship, which makes sense, but is he able to keep some distance in making decisions about Russia should he become the Secretary of State? I want to see those hearings and see how he responds to that before I make a call on whether or not he's appropriate.
Yeah, because I think some people say, look, on the flip side, this is a new administration, it's a new start. Maybe this is the right way to deal with Vladimir Putin.
I don't know that we could ever become friends with that old bear. He's got worldwide domination, I would say, an agenda. He's the only Bond-worthy villain really on the international scene. He has a desire for something bigger for his country, and it's been in decline for a while. I think he wants to make the bear rise again, and I don't think that that's in our interest.
What do you think about Rick Perry as a choice?
It's kind of funny because the Department of Energy was the one that he forgot, and we all, I guess, lose it in front of the camera
over and over again. Yes,
I know. He is a smart man. I think he'll do fine. It is interesting that he has sought subsidies for his own state on wind. So if anyone out there is afraid that he's somehow going to back off of renewable energy, I don't see that happening. That said, I think that from all of these nominees, they're going to start looking at deregulation, which is a very important thing in helping our country to recover economically.
We're less than a month now from inauguration. Donald Trump has this opportunity to bring our country together now. Do you see that in him?
I hope so. I really do. And like I said, I think he is acting more presidential. I think he's put out some nominees that can appreciate, that at least the GOP can appreciate. I still think more needs to be done in reaching out to the other side. In the end, I think we have to go forward together.
I think a lot of the criticism has been that he's choosing very wealthy white men in his administration.
There's some great women, though. You think of K.T. McFarlane or Betsy DeVos or Nikki Haley. These are accomplished women as well. I want to see the full hearing process go forward before I really criticize any of the nominees. I take that back. There's a couple I don't like. But for the vast majority of them, they're bringing together skills and perspectives that I think are refreshing and new. The fact that they might be rich doesn't really bother me.
With just a minute left, we were talking to Michael Baca earlier, one of the rogue electors. Do you think anything will come of this?
I don't think anything will come out of it. I think it's a quixotic venture. That said, I'm really happy to see liberals discover the Constitution, the Forefathers, the Federalist Papers, conscience. I think it's a good development.
What do you think will change in the next election, 4 years from now? Anything?
Well, should they weaponize the electoral process, that would happen again in 4 years. We'll see. If he overreaches, things could be different. If he does a good job, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Krista Kafer, always fun to have you here to talk politics. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Now,